Assalamu alaikum guys, how are you today? This is my breakfast, a assorted nuts and a pomegranate juice, freshly squeezed pomegranate juice. So it has been one whole year since we have come and settled here and colonized these lands, and me and Myra want to have a quick chat about, was it worth it? Would we suggest other people do it? Have we got what we wanted to get out of it? Was our research sufficient enough for us to live here? Did we expect everything in terms of costs and living standards and etc, etc, etc? Did we really gain what we thought we would gain from this experience? And for that, we will take you to Islamabad and we'll talk about all of these questions and discuss. Hello bus people. So that's the metro. They get their own road, their own designated driving spot. This is Centaurus. Myra, where have we chosen? Let's take that radio off. Where have we chosen to talk about our 1 year here in Pakistan? Wife reveal. Papa Johnny's. We're going Papa Johnny's. We're going Papa Johnny's. Welcome to Papa John's. It's been one. Oh, I'm singing it wrong. Singing it wrong, Myra. Let's cancel it. Let's see if we can do this Q&A before the pizza is ready. I've ordered a pepperoni and sausage. Myra's ordered a garden special. So we'll taste that. Not Q&A. Oh yeah, we're just going to talk about our experience being here in Pakistan for one whole year. I know before we've done a podcast about moving to Pakistan, but then at the time, there's all these songs going on here. At the time, we did not know anything about moving here.
This is the definition of quality of life, the standard of health, comfort, and happiness experienced by an individual or group.
My summary is as follows. My quality of life has definitely been much better from moving here to Pakistan. My health has been much better because I have a doctor on call. I have a Hakeem on call. I have a therapist on call. So I've got all different sides covered. And if you didn't know, Hakeem is somebody who studied Islamic medicine, Islamic remedies. I'm more comfortable here and I'm more happy here. So that's why my quality of life has increased from moving here. How about you, Myra?
Yeah, I agree. I think the reason why we moved here was to improve our quality of life and standard of living as well. And that has happened for us. We wanted to work less and we wanted to really slow down, because in England you work, and you say thank you. And you work, you save, and that it's just a cycle, vicious cycle. You're exhausted, and then you have to run away on holiday to try and get away from reality. Whereas now we've really slowed down. We're focusing on our health. We're investing in ourselves, and it feels really good.
Yeah, and that leads us to the standard of living. Our standard of living has increased. In terms of wealth, we have more disposable income here because we're not in that rat race anymore where you're trying to work hard, build up your credit score to purchase a house on mortgage and live 30 years paying that off. We don't have to do that here, and we're using that money on ourselves, and we're working less, and that's what we wanted to be too. Work less, enjoy life, and the income that we have, still we can save some, we can spend some, and we still have money left over. In terms of Myra's mum's ringing her now. In terms of material comfort, I feel like a lot of the times I don't feel like I've left England at all. And I know we used to do Q&As in the past, and they used to say about visiting England and when will you go back to visit, how long will you stay for, do you miss anything? I don't miss it. I do not miss it. All my family come here. They've been here, just about every single one of them, every other month. Like right now, my brother's still here. And wherever we go, like Papa John's and other places, it's at such a good high standard. I mean, the gap between Pakistan and the West has shrunk so much in certain places, just like Islamabad, where we go to Centaurus, where we go to food places like this, cafes or restaurants. The roads are clear, everything's tarmacked, the cars are nice. It's like what are we actually missing from England? What gap is there? Or do we really have to go on a horse and carriage everywhere to then be like, yeah, I miss England? Your turn.
Yeah, so we will go to Centaurus, or we'll come to any of these places. Like, you can even go to McDonald's here if you like going to McDonald's, and
24
you won't
hours.
see any antisocial behavior.
Yeah,
It's just it's actually rare to see antisocial behavior in Pakistan.
yeah. There's not a group of lads,
well behaved.
rowdy lads in McDonald's. You get all the posh people going to McDonald's and KFC. It's the funniest thing in the world to be seen. It's the funniest thing in the world that they're going for a nice, good junk food, and it's all the posh people, which you
Yeah.
don't see in England.
So yeah, my goals were to work less, and have, like recently now I've paid like over £1,000, and I've done another course that adds to my therapy work.
Yeah.
And being a therapist, if you want to be a good therapist, is very expensive, because you need to take care of yourself a lot. You need to be having ongoing coaching and therapy for yourself, so that you're growing as a person. Because if you're not growing as a person and you're not working through your own issues constantly, then there's no way that your clients are going to benefit from you. So being a therapist is really expensive, and I can really invest in myself here. So most of my money is going back into myself, some towards savings, and for what the plans that we have in the future, and just improving the current, the current life that we have.
Exactly.
So I'm really enjoying it.
Alhamdulillah.
Saying that.
You got
Yeah.
negatives.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that
Myra's best to talk about the negatives, because I'm quick to just think, you know what, the positives outweigh the negatives, so I don't really need to think about it. But yeah, go ahead, Myra.
Yeah.
Speak for both of us.
So when I was thinking, okay, it's been a year, and my friends were like, congratulations, you managed a year, that's really good. And I was like, it feels like 5 years. It feels like so much has happened in this time. The renovation took so long, that felt like 2 years. It was just never ending. The problems that we had, like people calling the council on us to stop the work, people really trying to bother us, I guess, slow things down for us. And I guess that happens in England as well. I know, neighbours get annoyed. I'm not saying our neighbours did that. I'm just saying generally it was happening. But I know in England, one of my friends was saying that, her neighbours kept complaining about their renovation, even though it wasn't noisy or anything. So I know it happens everywhere. But yeah, we've had those struggles, and it was people that were really, trusted or civilized or seen as really good in the community, who realised we're doing that behind our backs. These people even had our number. They could have called us. We both of us visited some of these people and said that, if there's ever any issues, just let us know. But they didn't let us know. They just kind of complained about us, and these sort of unofficial calls that people can make. So if you know somebody who works in the council, or you know somebody who works in the police force, they'll just bring their friends, and they'll turn up at your house, and try and just bother you, trying to bother you, try and scare you, try and intimidate you. So those kind of things I'm not enjoying. Also things like speaking to the friends I've made here, and they'll say things like, you're really lucky that when you were burgled, the police didn't, demand lots of money from you. Because she said we'd walk into the police office and police station, and before they even take us into the offices, they'll be like, give us 20,000, and they'll just demand it like that, in a really rude, aggressive way. And she's like, we'd have to pay that as well as all the fees and everything, and that's, it's not nice to know that that's happening to people. It didn't happen to us because maybe they felt they couldn't get away with it. it's happening to people here, and it's not nice to know that that's, you know, underlying, that's what's going on. That bothers me. I guess it's not affecting us immediately, you know, directly. So, you know, yeah, we're just carrying on as normal, but they're not nice things to hear about. Yeah, and what else has happened to us?
Should we just summarize it?
Yeah. So overall, there are things that are happening here that are uncomfortable. You know, if we were the kind of people that would get scared of these people, you know, turning up at our house, bothering us, then it would be really difficult for us to stay here. Alhamdulillah, we weren't scared, so we managed. But yeah, it can get really difficult like that. But generally, like Farhan said, the positives have really outweighed the negatives, especially in terms of being allowed to be who we are as Muslims. There's, you know, it almost feels like there's a real sense of like there's a freedom of speech here.
Yeah, you're not shut down.
Yeah, you're not. Maybe there are people who are shut down. I know people get kidnapped and whatever. Not. We know that all that scene goes on, but you know, generally, personally, on a personal level, we feel like we're allowed to express ourselves. Like, especially in light of what's going on now out there. You know, a lot of my friends in England are saying that they feel suffocated because they can't. It's almost, you know, like they can't openly say what they feel. They don't want their children to be at school and say, you know, what they feel, or the children are not allowed to protest at school or raise funds for causes that they believe in. Which, you know, it really squashes your spirituality. It really knocks you down. It's difficult to live like that. So Alhamdulillah, we, on a spiritual level, we feel really peaceful here, and our quality of life, quality of living, everything has increased, and Alhamdulillah, we're good.
Yeah, we're settled. So the question is, was it worth it moving from the rich, wealthy, comfortable, secure England to come to Pakistan, a third world country where everyone's out to get you and take things away from you and get rid of you and do fraud? Yes, it was worth it. How about you, Myra?
So far, yeah. I know that can change at any point. I've got a very open mind about it all. But so far, I think it's definitely worth it. But I'm at a very, very peaceful stage right now. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you guys for watching this 1 year vlog, and we'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
The food was delicious, guys. Delicious food. 5,500 was our total for 2 large pizzas, 2 large drinks. The sausage one, the sausage and pepperoni was spot on. The vegetable pizza was very nice as well. We've got a rave going on next door. Some butt karayas opened up. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like 30 degrees right now, and I've got a hoodie on. Anyways, guys, thanks for staying tuned with us. Pray for Palestine.